Good morning. Well, we're into November. Well into November. Gosh, I've lost track of my flying and almost lost track of NASCAR. But I did pick up last weekend where Blaney got into the Final Four for Penske, and so it's Penske and Logano, number 22 Logano, number 12 Blaney. Logano's qualified to start today's race in Phoenix, which is where we're heading today. It says custom arrival, but I'm down here at the destination or arrival is right over the airport, Phoenix Raceway, and then there's a airport that Goodyear owned because they used to tire test, I imagine, down at the Raceway, their tires. So Goodyear had an airport where they could fly in their tires for testing. That's my imagination. I don't know that I haven't verified that, but we will be landing at Goodyear, which is just a little bit short here of the arrow down on the bottom, right here, above fly, right here is where we're heading. And we take off from Monterey, where I am sitting, and can't wait to get flying again. So here we go. I have a few areas to spot, some places that I've visited previously. I have something to say. I always have something to say. So let's get going. Here we go. We'll fly. We're flying in the F-15, which does the trip in a relatively short period of time. That's, of course, see the big B on the tail for Beechcraft. That's the Beechcraft King Air turboprop. Very successful aircraft today. They've been building that for since I think the first King Air came out in the probably the 80s, maybe the 70s. Okay, so at Monterey, we're going to adjust the time so we get some light. We're taking off on runway 10, which is to the east. So we'll put this right at around noon. It's getting pretty close there. There's 12 noon right there. Look, we've even got our little airport run, and it's in the middle here, so we'll be able to see our heading up here and that down there, so that'll be fun. Now we click this off. We could put some weather in. So we have live weather, so I didn't talk about that. It's a clear day here, so it was clear yesterday, so I imagine it's clear all the way to Phoenix. And we'll click that off, go outside, and go to full power. Take the brakes off, go to full power. Goodbye, Monterey. Let's turn this around, start rotating. Here we go, gear up, flaps up. I don't know that you do it that quickly. And we'll keep it going up.
Continue for east departure. Strike train 901, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Here we go.
Monterey Tower, strike train 901, frequency change.
There goes Monterey, and we look like we're heading right on course. Pretty close, 100 degrees. And let's see, we're climbing at 19,000 feet a minute. We just went through the sound barrier, so you'll be able to hear me a little better. Beautiful Monterey Peninsula. There's the Laguna Seca Raceway right there, just off the right wing at Fort Ord. Fort Ord used to sit in here. Now the Marina has gotten part of it. Monterey's gotten part. I think that's about it. But this Monterey Peninsula and Monterey Bay, Santa Cruz is up over here, up over on the right. And we'll just keep climbing out. We're going to climb out. We'll go to 40,000 feet. And we'll just start taking off. Let's go inside. Let's go inside, start figuring out what we're going to do with our turning this thing on to hold our altitude. So we could stay at 30, but let's go a little higher. Maybe 3,000. That's pretty good. We're over King City. We're right on course. There's King City right down there. And we can look back at Salinas is right there. And we're getting up pretty good here. Let's get back inside. Turn on. See if we can get this to hold our altitude. And we'll go back out here. And not yet. Let's see, where's it? My altitude heading. Altitude on, off. There it is, 38.6. And so we would be at an odd 1,000, so we're almost 38.7. So we'll just leave it right there. I believe it's holding the heading. And let's change the heading. We have to turn it to the left a little bit. So let's go right here, heading. So we've got the autopilot responding. And we'll look out the way we're going. So the first area of interest is Coalinga, and I believe we're probably gotten to the right of it just slightly. So Coalinga is just this is the coastal mountains here, looking down the Salinas Valley over here on the right, going down here, and we've passed King City. King City would be probably back right about there is King City. And then going over the mountains. See if I see a little road. Here's a little road under us here. So Coalinga is actually on the San Joaquin Valley side, and would be somewhere along in here. And it's spelled Coalinga, and so they had coal deposits there. They used to mine coal. Now let's see if we're getting back on track. So we'll move the heading just slightly left again. Get ourselves on track here. This could be Coalinga right under us right there. Let's see, right here. I remember the airport was on that side of town, so I think we're going right over Coalinga right at this minute. I've landed at that airport with my friend Dick Russian. He was a commodities broker. Forget the name of the commodities outfit that he worked for. And I think we're coming back on track. We possibly could go to 095. We'll see if this is coming in here. Yeah, it is. It is coming in. So we'll just go back just slightly. See how that does. And our next point of interest is Bakersfield. That should be, let me see if I see BFL in here somewhere. It's not showing up. There's Fresno Air Terminal right up there. So let's just click on a couple of places here. Let's just click on this and see what happens. Delano, don't know about that. Delano, Bakersfield, right there. BFL, it's off to the right. Let's see, let's go in a little bit. Yeah, there's Bakersfield. So we'll know when we pass there. And then we go over Lake Isabella. And I flew out of there in the TBM and talking about Red Emerson, who owned, I imagine his family still owns it. I don't know that Red is still with us. And anyway, let's see. I'm not next to Bakersfield yet, but we'll look out toward where it is. Could be down about in there. This looks like Highway 99 going under us right here. Right there. Could be Highway 99. Let's get this back out to 100. So, let's see, we got Bakersfield, so we want to get that off. Here we go. Let's see, we go out to 200. And we're coming up on Bakersfield, so that could be 99 going right there. I don't travel 99 all that much. So I'm going to guess Bakersfield is right down. Right here, there's Bakersfield. Right in there. And I'm sure 99 goes by. Now we can see Lake Isabella. Look at the our airplane doing the shimmy shakes. That's the autopilot that does that. And we can go to the right just slightly. Getting slightly off course, but that's all right. We saw Lake Isabella. We wanted to see Lake Isabella. We'll look down at Lake Isabella. Right there. And we took off from the airport, which was right there, and flew down. And I think Emerson used to go in and out of there because he had a pine mill somewhere down in here. Look, we're starting to get snow on the mountains, and then our next point of interest is Edwards Air Force Base, and I can kind of see the dry lake beds out there to the right, and we can see Edwards right here on the map. Looking on the chart over on the left, I click on that, and there it's not saying Edwards, but if we zoom in on it a little bit more, it will come up Edwards, but we can tell Edwards because of the dry lake beds down there. And what are we doing? We're Mach 2.23, holding altitude, and maybe one more little bump on the heading to the right. See how that does. Yeah, this doesn't have the tracking of the course, so you just have to maneuver the heading. Oh, and we might see Highway 395 coming up here. This could be 395 going up into the Owens Valley. And the interesting part about this Owens Valley on the left side here, right along in here somewhere, not too far north, maybe within 100 miles of here, is Mount Whitney, the highest elevation in the continental limits of the United States, and then one or two little valleys over. I think actually just right over in here is the lowest point, which would be over in Death Valley, would be right over here. There's a little airport and resort called Furnace Creek is right over there. And for those NASCAR people, we'll call it Furnace Creek. I'm just teasing you. A little teasing. And then just south of Edwards Air Force Base, again, Edwards would be right down in here. This is the dry lake bed where all kinds of testing bodies. The shuttle first landed at Edwards Air Force Base. So if you overshoot the runway, you run out onto the dry lake bed, which is very flat. So then down in here, you kind of see a river, probably, which doesn't run but once or twice a year. Runs down into here, and Apple Valley was down in there, and there was a Roy Rogers Museum in Apple Valley, and that has been closed. And what I used to get, I never went there, but I knew it was there. Victorville was close to Apple Valley. I think there was an Apple Valley airport. So
Hawthorne Airport information, Mike 20000 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility niner. Sky condition clear.
So we don't need to listen to that.
15. Dew point 1 tree.
So we can
Altimeter
go
29
to
decimal 902. Visual
just a second. Nearest airport list. We'll look up at Victorville here in Apple Valley. Barstow Airport. Airport Holiday Ranch. That looks like fun. Apple Valley. Let's just click on Apple Valley Airport because they wouldn't have a. They have a. That's called Unicom 122.8. We'll click on that. And of course, nobody's going to be on that because the museum isn't there anymore. I imagine there's a little town there, but I never went to. I went through Victorville, but not. I don't believe Apple Valley was close by, probably 10 miles away. Okay, let's see what's next on the list. Lake Havasu. So that's over on the Colorado River. So we probably won't. We'll have a hard time missing that. Look at we're just a little now. The course is moving to the left, so we'll just go inside. We'll just move this to slightly to the left to stay on course. And just enjoy the picture. We'll look down toward the LA Basin, which is down in there. Look back toward. I can't quite. I'm not sure. That may be where Edwards Air Force Base is back in there. I'm not sure. Anyway, this is an interesting area. I don't know what highway that is. And we'll look kind of up here, up front, so we don't miss Lake Havasu and Parker Dam. We drove out of LA with my friend Bryce Worthington. He had a ski boat, and it had a 427 Ford engine in it, and it really, he let me take it out by myself one time, and whether it got up to 100, it didn't have a speedometer in it, but I would say I was every bit of 80. I don't know whether I opened it up all the way. It might have just been scary, and it was a sled. It was something else. Look at all this desert out here. Just amazing. Well, let's look back this way. Maybe it looks better with the sun behind us. Here we go. And let's see what airport this is here. Cadiz. Never heard of it. It's 780 feet above sea level. That could be the runway. Oh no, here's the runway distance. That's probably the elevation of the airport. We'll go back there. And we're kind of holding our course. That's different. That's different. So we should I actually can't remember which side Las Vegas is on. Oh, and we were supposed to watch out for Lake Havasu. Well, that maybe's coming up. This may be what we're looking for out here. Only went out to Parker one time. Of course, we drove. We didn't fly. We did fly to Palm Springs and Las Vegas out of Los Angeles, out of Hawthorne Airport. I'd rent airplanes there. And there's the course going over to the right just slightly, so we'll just make a slight adjustment. See what that does. Yeah, it didn't look like it quite did anything. That made it move just slightly. Okay, let's look for Parker Dam, and yeah, this looks like something coming up here. Yeah, see, this would be Lake Havasu, and then out of Lake Havasu, the river runs down here to Parker Dam. We'll go right over Parker Dam. PKE, what's this say right here? Parker, Arizona. So we'll be right at Parker, and I might have to make one slight adjustment because we'd like to go right over Parker. It's fun to look at Lake Havasu. It's quite developed in there. And this goes on up to Lake Mead in Las Vegas, right up that way. And I have not been at, I've never been on Lake Havasu. Here's the little river coming over. And we're going to be right close to Parker. Right close to Parker. I can't quite see the dam. That could be Parker right there. Let's just put it right here. So this could be Parker and the Parker Dam, right along in here. Here's the airport. Parker right under us. Yeah. So that looks like it could be the Parker Dam area. And we see Phoenix up ahead here. Yeah, so let's go back outside to see where we're going. We'll look one more time back at Parker. Lake Havasu and down to Parker Dam. And the town right there would be, and we went over Parker Airport, so I think we got right over what we wanted to see. And we're not far off course, which is close enough. But there we go, Lake Havasu and Parker, Colorado. And then we're going to be looking out for Phoenix. We'll just turn the lights out here and see if we see Phoenix come up in a glow. Because there's a lot of light there. Yeah, we do see it. But again, it shows up on my on mine, but by the time we get upload it to here, we'll put it right so it's we end up with it in just off the center, just like at 1 or 2 o'clock from center, just a little bit up from the middle, and to the right is Phoenix, and we're going to go down to the right side of Phoenix. Bring this in closer. Airplane right on it. Start coming down. Just turn the autopilot off. There we go. Autopilot's off. Start down. You see Phoenix coming to here. I hope we got it. Just on down on the right edge, just outside of town, will be Goodyear Airport. Drop it down. That's Phoenix. So now we've got to put the lights back on. That's the map. We can get rid of the map for now. Get it back to blue so we can find the runway, find the racetrack. Down to 14,000. We're going to get over to the left a little bit. Yeah, we should bring in the chart. We'll get over to the left. I think I see. Turn off the afterburner. And this is Goodyear Airport, so we'll go right over the airport. See if we spot it. Phoenix is off in the distance. There's the Goodyear Airport right out there, and we go just a little beyond to find the racetrack. Looks like I'm heading right at it. Just went back down through the sound barrier. Right after I finish the flight, I'll go inside and let's see. I think I see something that looks like it might be a racetrack. Yeah, and it appears to have been handcrafted. It's been handcrafted. So we'll go ahead and stop right there. Look down at it. There we go. A little bit unusual track. They're allowed to drive inside. I think they can cut across right across this section when they come around. but staying on the oval, it comes out the same, where they look like they could cut across and pass, but they don't get too much advantage by cutting the corner. Anyway, let's look at the pits. This is the start finish over here, so the pits are all along on this side. That's my belief. What do I know? Yeah, this looks like a pit entrance here. You come in and you come in here, and this looks like the exit to come back out. Oh, this is the end of the pits right here. These are all pits along on the left side. So this is the ideal position right here. Now I hear that they moved this line to restrict your speed in the pits. So the speed limit has to be adhered to till you get to this line, and apparently they moved the line slightly because there was too much advantage for the guy that had the #1 pit stall. Logano probably has the #2. No, he got a little infraction, so they've changed his advantage on his pit stall. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Okay, now we got to go back and find Goodyear, which is back around, and that'll be easy to find. I'm going to put this in a little bit more. Take it off the hold. You don't have to turn that on. Let's see what we're doing here. Oh, here we go. Take it off of hold. And we can go back outside, look downtown to downtown Phoenix. Ah, there we go. There's downtown Phoenix, right there, downtown Phoenix. And the airport, Sky Harbor Airport, is just off to the right of that. And then you go out here to these mountains, and that's Camelback, I think it's called, is the mountain right there. And so let's bring it on around here. Take the power off and see when we get pointing back at Goodyear Airport. Right there, we're almost around pointing at it. There we go. There it is, right there. We'll give them a call, see what happens. GYR and nearest airport, back. Airports for GYR right there. Goodyear Tower. And we'll put the air brake up. I think actually we're okay on our speed. Full stop landing.
Goodyear Tower Strike Tree 901 is 3 miles northeast, 3,300 feet with echo to land.
Strike Tree 901 Goodyear Tower. Altimeter 29 decimal, 902 wind calm, fly straight in runway 21. Strike Tree 901, wind calm cleared to land runway 21.
So we can't land runway 21. We're going to land the opposite way. Let's see if I can request that. Put the gear down, flaps down. We'll just go ahead and land.
Cleared to land runway 21, Strike Tree 901.
We'll just go ahead and land. So we got to come around. Here we go. We'll just come back in and land. There we go. Take the map off, chart. What's going on? There we go. Oh, I've laid off too long. I've laid off too long.
Strike tree 901, contact ground on 121.7.
Come on, baby. Here we go.
Strike tree 901, did you copy?
Yep. Yep, I did. See where they take us. Let's get
121.7 strike tree 901. Goodbye.
There we go. So Goodyear ground. Taxi to parking.
Goodyear ground strike tree 901 taxi to parking.
Strike tree 901 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha.
Look back this way. We'll go inside and shut things off.
Strike tree 901, did you copy?
Okay.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha strike tree 901.
Okay, back inside. So should have turned things off here. Let's see here. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Get that hatch open. Let's see what we see here. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, let's go racing. See you soon. Thanks for riding along. Bye-bye.